In this video, I'll be talking about few basic concepts before we proceed to the ratios and the ratio analysis calculations. Why these basic concepts? Because what happens is when you start calculating the profitability ratios, liquidity ratio, but you are unclear with what is gross profit, what is operating profit, what is net profit, what is capital structure of a company, you get stuck. So I'll be helping you with some of the key concepts in this video so that it becomes very easy for you to calculate the ratios, to understand the significance of ratio, and to also to analyze the impact of change in any component of the related ratios. So let us start with the capital structure of a company. In the last video, when we were talking about market value ratios, somewhere down the line, I was trying to explain you how the capital structure of a company differs, right? A capital structure of a company will comprise either of equity shares, preference shares, debt, a combination of all the three, a combination of any two, or maybe only equity. But how does that impact the whole scenario of earning per share for shareholders? Let's say there are three possibilities of a company having the capital structure. The first one has only equity in the capital structure. The second one, when I say equity, I am referring to equity share capital and not to equity in totality. Okay. Second, it has combination of equity and preference shares. Third, it's a combination of equity shares, preference shares and debt. So equity shares, preference shares and debt. In my previous videos of cost of capital, I have already explained you what is the cost of equity, KE, what is the cost of debt, KD, and what is the cost of preference share, KP. In case you are unclear, you can go back and refer to that video. Now let us come back. Why have I drawn three circles? Because this represents the earning before interest and tax. The circles are showing the earning before interest and tax for any company. Now what will happen in case the company has only equity shares in the capital structure? What will it pay first? Is it going to pay interest, that is cost on debt? No, because there is no debt component in the capital structure. Will it pay preference dividend? The answer is loud and clear, no, because there is no preference shares in the capital structure. So what will the company pay first? They will pay tax. And if the company is keeping any retained earnings, well and good. Otherwise, all this belongs to the equity share holders. In this case, what will be your earning per share? Your earning per share will be this amount divided by number of equity share holders. Coming to the second type of capital structure, let's assume that a company has equity shares as well as preference shares. And very basically, how do we differentiate between the two? The dividend for preference shares remains fixed in nature, and for equity shares, it is fluctuating in nature. Over here, will the company pay interest first? The answer is no, because there is no component of debt. The capital structure is equity shares and preference shares. So there will be no interest. What will the company pay first? The company will pay tax. Second, what is the company going to pay? They will pay preference dividend, because preference shareholders will be given a preference over equity shareholders. Here, whatever is remaining belongs to whom? It belongs to the equity shareholders. And if you want to calculate EPS, This would be divided by number of equity share holders. Talking about the third type of capital structure. In the third type of capital structure, we have presumed that the company has equity shares, the company has preference shares, and the company also has component of debt. Then here what will the company pay first? Here the company will pay first interest. Simple reason why the company will pay interest first, because cost of debt is deducted from tax. Now after removing this, whatever is remaining on that, company will pay tax. After paying tax, company has to pay preference dividend. And if retained earnings are not kept, whatever remains belongs to the equity share holders.